When it comes to the greatest players in baseball, few positions carry as much weight as the catcher. Not only do they control the game behind the plate, but they're also leaders on the field, managing pitchers and making clutch plays. Today, we're diving into the best of the best, the top 10 catchers in Major League Baseball history. From powerful hitters to defensive wizards, these players have shaped the game with their skills and passion. So, sit back and get ready for a countdown of Major League Baseball's all-time catchers. Let's get into it. Number 10, Joe Mauer. To start off our list is none other than Joe Mauer, the effortless hitting catcher who made a career off of consistency at the plate and finding the gaps for extra bases. His prime? He won 3 American League batting titles in a span of 4 years, peaking in 2009 when he hit .365, .444, .587 with 28 home runs and 96 RBIs in a 7.8 WAR season to run away with AL MVP honors. His notable career landed him a spot in the Hall of Fame on his first appearance on the ballot in 2024. However, playing over 5,000 innings at first base because of concussion holds him back on this list. He still had an incredible run behind the plate. Yet, with over 21 career hits, 6 All-Star games, and 5 Silver Slugger awards, Mauer was a complete force during his prime. Number 9, Ted Simmons. At number 9, we have a player who was not given the respect he deserved until 2020, more than 25 years after he went on the 1994 Hall of Fame ballot when he was finally voted into the Hall of Fame. Despite his long career, he played in the postseason just twice, reaching the World Series with the Milwaukee Brewers in 1982. He stands as more of a compiler, slowly raking up achievements than the regular peak performer, but he was one of the best catchers of the 1970s, and his longevity at a physically demanding position helps earn him a spot in the top 10. He ranks in the top 5 all-time among catchers in hits, 2,472 second, RBIs, 1,389 second, extra base hits, 778 fifth, and total bases, 3,793 third. And he hit .285, .348, .437 for a 118 OPS plus over 21 seasons. His most severe criticism? He wasn't the best defensive catcher, but the guy could hit. .285 career batting average over his 2-decade run. Number 8, Thurman Munson. At number 8, we've got a Yankees legend whose career and life was tragically cut short, Thurman Munson. Thurman Munson started his major league career with a bang, winning AL Rookie of the Year honors in 1970. Munson wasn't just good, he was the captain of the Yankees, the first New York Yankees player to be named so after Lou Gehrig, a 7-time All-Star, 3-time Golden Glove winner, and 1976 AL MVP. And let's talk clutch. Munson hit .357 in the playoffs, leading the Yankees to back-to-back World Series wins in '77 and '78. Unfortunately, his career and life were cut tragically short, having been involved in a plane crash at the young age of 32. Otherwise, there's no question he'd be in the Hall of Fame today. Number 7, Buster Posey. Number 7 is back to a legend of the modern era, Buster Posey. Posey was the keystone of the San Francisco Giants dynasty, capturing 3 World Series titles in 5 years. With only 1,093 career games behind the plate, Buster Posey did not put together the same workhorse track record at the position that many of the other players on this list did throughout their careers. Yet, he's still on our list. Why? But before we answer that question, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and hit the notification to catch our latest videos. He was the 2010 NL Rookie of the Year, the 2012 NL MVP, 3 World Series wins in a span of 5 years, and a 7-time All-Star. Oh, and he won a batting title with a .336 average in his MVP season. His counting numbers would look even better if not for a broken leg that limited him to 45 games in 2011, and his case will be an interesting one for voters when he first appears on the Hall of Fame ballot in 2026. Longevity aside, before his severe injury, there's no denying Buster was one of the best ever to do it. Number 6, Yadier Molina. Now, if you're talking defense, few did it better than Yadier Molina. Man was like a wall, and he was much more than that. Yadier Molina was essentially a second manager on the field throughout his time with the St. Louis Cardinals. Few catchers have controlled the running game the way he did in his prime. He enjoyed a brief 3-year offensive peak that began in 2011, where he hit .313, .361, .482, while averaging 35 doubles, 16 home runs, 74 RBIs, and 5.4 WAR per season. And he finished in the top 5 in NL MVP voting in 2012 and 2013. Yet his legacy was one of the best defensive geniuses of all time to play the game, with his ability to handle a pitching staff and impressive durability over the course of a 19-year career. Molina was a 10-time All-Star, 9-time Gold Glove winner, and a Platinum Glove award. He caught over 2,200 games, threw out 40% of base runners, and had a monumental role in bringing 2 World Series titles to the Cardinals. Number 5. Gary Carter. Next on our list is the kid, Gary Carter. Gary Carter debuted as a 20-year-old September call-up in 1974, hitting .407 in 29 plate appearances down the stretch to set expectations soaring. Little bit of rookie luck? Gary showed he wasn't just a flash in the pan. He lived up to those expectations the following year when he earned his first All-Star selection and finished runner-up in NL Rookie of the Year voting. And from there, he steadily emerged as a middle-of-the-order run producer and a perennial All-Star. Carter was a Hall of Fame leader, a 3-time Gold Glove winner, and an absolute offensive powerhouse. He had 324 home runs, 1,225 RBIs, and helped the Mets win the 1986 World Series with some huge clutch moments. With 11 All-Star appearances and a 70.2 WAR, Carter was a true all-around superstar. 4. Mike Piazza. At number 4, possibly the greatest offensive catcher in Major League Baseball history, Mike Piazza. After beating the odds just by reaching the majors as a 62nd round pick, he put together one of the best rookie seasons in Major League history when he hit .318, .370, .561 with 35 home runs and a 112 RBI season in 1993. But that was only the beginning of his prowess. He went on to tally 9 30-homer seasons over 16 years in the bigs, peaking in 1997 when he hit .362, .431, .638 for an NL-leading 185 OPS+, with 32 doubles, 40 home runs, and 124 RBIs to finish runner-up in NL MVP voting for the second year in a row. A 10-time Silver Slugger, he really was that guy. If his defense was any better, one could argue that he could have easily been in one of the top 3 spots on the list. We finally arrived at our top 3. Who do you think sits on top of our list? Type your predictions in the comment section below. 3. Carlton Fisk. Number 3 is the Iron Man himself, Carlton Fisk. Fisk had a wild 24-year career, hit 376 home runs, and accumulated a 68.5 WAR. And the fact that he played that long and still finished with a 117 OPS+ for his career speaks to how productive he was throughout his late 30s and into his 40s. My guy was insane. He posted a 162 OPS+ with 28 doubles, 22 home runs, and 61 RBIs to win AL Rookie of the Year honors in 1972, and he also took home a Gold Glove and earned his first All-Star selection as a rookie. Despite never winning a World Series ring in his career, he went on to play 13 more seasons, earning 4 more All-Star selections and winning 3 Silver Sluggers during his time with the Southsiders. And, of course, he gave us one of the most lasting home runs in World Series history. 2. Iván Rodríguez. Number 2 on the list is the all-time greatest defensive catcher, Iván "Pudge" Rodríguez. Fisk was a record breaker, but Iván was the second coming. He stole the record for the most games caught all-time during the 2009 season, and he finished with 2,427 games caught, roughly 700 more than the next best. And to think that Pudge made his Major League debut as a 19-year-old in 1991, and he came into the picture with style when he finished 4th in AL Rookie of the Year voting. And if that wasn't enough, what followed after was a 10-year stretch in which he won AL Gold Glove honors and was chosen to the All-Star team every single year. A 14-time All-Star, 13-time Gold Glover, and 1999 AL MVP, Pudge was elite at putting an end to the running game. He accumulated 2,844 hits, 311 home runs, and helped lead the Marlins to a World Series championship in 2003. He is one of only 3 catchers who were a first-ballot Hall of Famer. Only Joe Mauer and the number 1 on our list hold that accolade. 1. Johnny Bench. And finally, but definitely not least, the greatest catcher of all time, Johnny Bench. Bench was the center of the legendary Big Red Machine, winning 2 MVPs in 1970, 141 OPS plus, 45 home runs, 148 RBIs, and again in 1972, 166 OPS plus, 40 home runs, 125 RBIs, 10 Gold Gloves, and 2 World Series titles. He won NL Rookie of the Year honors as a 20-year-old in 1968, while also taking home Gold Glove honors and earning the first of what would be 13 straight All-Star selections. With 389 home runs, 1,376 RBIs, and Gold Glove defense, he was the standard. Johnny Bench was the best player on one of the best teams in Major League Baseball history. So there you have it. That's our list for the top 10 catchers of all time. Do you agree with our list or feel we overhype some players? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more baseball content. Until next time.